What is up, my lovely people in Blue Tablet land? So for today's video, guys, I'm going to be drawing y'all this cute character who goes by the name of Wednesday. So if that's something you guys are interested in, stick around and let's get started. So I'm first going to start out by drawing her eyes. And she's kind of got these sleepy looking eyes, kind of like, with the eyelids half open. And to be honest with you guys, I have absolutely no clue about this character and what I'm going to talk to you guys about. And you're probably wondering, well, like, how can you not know who's Wednesday and if you're going to put her as part of a Halloween playlist? Well, I've always known the Addams family and the fact that she was the daughter on the Addams family, but I guess that's as far as my knowledge goes. And when I was looking up different characters to draw for the Halloween playlist, my wife was like, why don't you draw Wednesday? And at first I was like, Wednesday? I was like, why would I draw a day of the week? And she's like, no, it's not a day of the week, it's the character or the daughter from the Addams family. And I'm like, oh. I was like, I didn't know her name was Wednesday. And she's like, are you serious? I was like, yeah. I was like, do I look like I know? But for the longest time, I just knew her as this goth girl on the Addams family who always dressed in black. And that was as far as it went. So to all of my followers and any new ones that may have joined on, in case you guys are also in the same boat and don't know anything about Wednesday, kind of looked up something on Google and I just thought I'd read it for you guys. So, and it goes like this. Wednesday Addams is the morbid, deadpan daughter of Gomez and Marticia Addams from the Addams family. Well, makes sense now. A franchise created by cartoonist Charles Addams. Her character has been featured across a wide range of media, from comics to live action and animated series and films. So that pretty much sums it up as to who Wednesday is. And it's amazing. Sometimes, you'll go through day in and day out and you'll come across a character like, for example, this one or Wednesday, and not know exactly what she's about. And I've seen her in the Addams family, but as I said earlier on, I just knew her as the Addams family daughter. So I don't know if that is kind of weird or makes no sense, but anyway, on to the drawing. Drawing the character Wednesday was not really the difficult part because she's just a girl and she's just part of a regular family, I would say. But I guess because she's a part of the Addams family, it kind of makes her a little bit weird and Halloween theme-ish. So I think having to read about her and actually looking into her character more in detail and kind of reading a little bit about her kind of helped me with the whole illustration. What's cool is there is a YouTuber that I watch. I'm trying to remember which video was it, and he had done something or a challenge, and not really a challenge on his channel, but it was kind of a video where he came across this thing called a random character generator. And the best part about this character generator was it kind of generates random characters by just hitting the button called random character generator. And what's nice about it is it just gives you a paragraph, and you almost have to be like a police sketch artist when you kind of put this character together, and it gives you the details as to what the character entails. When it comes to character design in general, I think knowing more about your character definitely helps, because it helps you visualize as to what is it you wanted to illustrate about her. Like now, for example, Wednesday, I kind of looked up pictures of her on Google and I got a rough image as to what I wanted to create. And then with that, I kind of started with the rough sketch and then slowly started building off that. And I think this is like the first time I've not known much about this one and just kind of had to wing it. So like now for the other parts of the series in the playlist, I kind of knew what I wanted to talk when it came to Chucky, whether it came to the Pennywise clown or even Frankenstein. So there was something to latch on to, I guess, when it comes to the whole part of doing the illustration and what were my thoughts and all that. So I think that's definitely an important trait to have if you decide, I think, to go into character design. Knowing more about your character helps you understand what they are like, and it also helps with creating aspects and whatever comes along with the character to help better tell the story. For the most part, her character usually has a black dress on or something in black in nature, I guess, when it comes to the fabric. And now that I think about it, when I'm doing this voiceover, the outfit that I gave her kind of reminds me of an Indian outfit called the salwar kameez, which is a Indian outfit that most ladies wear, and it's usually worn for like occasions like weddings or like everyday wear. And that's kind of what came into my mind when I was looking at it right now and just thinking about it. I mean, and that's the cool part about character design. You can really change up things and make the character completely and 100% all you. And you can add your own traits to it. I mean, you can change up the clothes. I mean, you can change up the hairstyle. And that's the best part about creating art. As I was coming close to winding down with her line art and actually deciding on what I wanted to color her, I kind of thought she's usually wears black, and I was like, if I do it just in black or a darker color, it would not seem really appropriate for the whole Halloween theme. So I figured, let me mix and match and play around with some color to give her that nice a gentle pop of color and not make it look like she's kind of like in mourning and just with the dark colors. So what I did over here now for the colors is I chose this lightish purple for her hair, and then boom 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 and for her her outfit, I kind of wanted to use the same color as her hair. I thought I'll change it up and make it a little bit darker, and then use the same color for her outfit. But as you'll see now, as it progresses the video, I kind of changed that up because it kind of looked really dark and it almost looked black at this point. And then I had to give her the orange to tie in the whole Halloween and the pumpkin theme. Have her little ties for her hair also be orange. And for her face, well, not face actually, for her heart, figured a little splash of red. And then for her face is usually a pale color, so I thought I'd give her almost like a tan color, so that kind of changes things up. So she's still the whole Wednesday character, but just with my added flair and touch of color. Her eyeballs would be white with the glow in her pupil. And then for the eyelids, I figured I'd have her wearing some sort of an eyeshadow and give her this nice brightish pinkish purple. So for her shading, I kind of tried something different and used 2 layers. On the first layer, I used the opacity and kind of turned it down to around 30%. So it kind of gave this nice subtle shadow look to her hair. And I just wanted to see if I'd actually need another layer at this point, because so far it was looking nice, and it was not a very harsh shadow but a very gentle kind of a shadow, because she's a female character. So I figured something gentle, and very petite or very delicate. So that's what I was going for. Did the shadow on her hair now. And then just keep walking through the illustration. Because I said, the shadow is, or the shadowing is definitely something that you guys can try. And you don't really have to copy it and do exactly as I'm doing it. You can try your very own version and see how it turns out. And for this part, even the fringe, actually, I kind of just winged it on the shadow part. And I was not really paying attention to where the light source would be coming. And as I said, the shadow part is just sometimes a trial and error. If you don't get it right, you just have to start over and then, like, what do you call it, know exactly where your light source is coming from. And that's a whole different story or a whole different topic for another video. So now, after doing most of the shadowing in the 30%, I decided to do this section of her eyes in a new layer and turn down the opacity to about 40, so it kind of gives that illusion that she's wearing a different shade of mascara or eyeshadow, as they call it. Well, I'm not a mascara eyeshadow expert, so that's what I wanted to give it, some sort of a nice gradient look. And then a touch over here for the collar. And again, this is something that I just decided to do extra. And if you don't want to do it, I mean, that's fine. And you can just pick one option of shadowing and go with that. For the highlights now over here, I just decided to stick with the white and turn down the opacity to about 70, which I like. Using 70 is because it kind of gives that nice subtle highlight, because if you kind of bump it up to 80, it kind of just looks like a white line. For the most part, I think the character turned out really good for something that I didn't plan on drawing. But let me know down in the comments what you thought, and hopefully you'll have enjoyed this playlist up until now. And I will see you guys in the next one, guys. So till that time, take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.